And I always philosophically felt when I was trying to create this aura of what sports talk radio should be, I always philosophically felt I would put every topic on the table. I would cover the waterfront because I knew there would be Padre fans. I knew that we'd create something with the Chargers. College football is pretty doggone good. And by the way, I've got the Lakers in LA, up in Los Angeles, and a huge following. And I was a hockey guy, so I said, we're going to cover the Ducks and we're going to cover the Kings because there's a hockey fan that I need to service. And then I started doing all this other stuff, PGA, golf, and NASCAR, and IndyCar, and I was bold. I'd call anybody, anywhere, at any time of the day. The station was going crazy. I was calling London, England, to chase down Formula One drivers, and then boxers, and I just there wasn't a topic I didn't want to talk about because I knew there was somebody out there listening on this big signal to say, "Hey, that guy covers my favorite sport," and
You
I
covered
knew.
NASCAR because you would say like Talladega, it'll rip your head off, and I was just like, who is this guy?
Yeah,
I mean, this is awesome. I
yeah,
mean, because you put all those topics on the table. Because normally, we're just getting Padre Chargers, right? Before you came around, and I mean, what you did was so innovative. Um, you built sports talk radio. You
yeah.
built an empire.
I had a very different style, and I had a very different idea of content. I always felt that if I could hit your hot button of your interest, whether it's Padre baseball or it's the Chicago Cubs, or that's why I do the tour, the training camps. I do the NFL draft preview where we do every team. We did stuff about the NBA. We did hockey draft. If I could hit your hot button, I guarantee you come back to me every day because you weren't going to get it anywhere else. And that's how you build 9 and 10 and 11 shares of ratings. And that's what we had an afternoon drive for a chunk of time. So it took a lot of work, but I was really interested because to me, the death of talk radio is if you're talking about the same topic every day. That's a killer. I wasn't talking about the same topic every day because there was always something new to talk about. And there was always something to creatively talk about. And, people say, well, you can't do that. I had consultants come in and I'd argue with the consultants. I said, don't tell me what I can't do. Look at what I've done. They would say, nobody wants to cover hockey. When Wayne Gretzky got traded to the LA Kings from Edmonton, we did almost 2 straight weeks of hockey talk in the middle of the summer. It was amazing. When Tiger Woods had his mess, we did weeks of Tiger Woods tales and stories. It just depends. Here's the content. How do you package it? How do I get that caller on the 405 to react? And so it was a tremendous run. I look back now that I got 200,000 miles on me, and I look back now and say, geez, how did I do all this? And, it was funny because, I was working 9 days a week because I was doing the talk show. I was producing the talk show, which meant that's 25 different guests a week. I was doing all the research for the talk show. I was doing all my game prep. I was doing San Diego State and the Chargers. Then I was doing USC on radio and the Seahawks. I was meeting myself coming and going in the airport. I really wore myself out, but I wouldn't trade it because I was doing what I wanted and I really liked it. And I think for the most part, what we did was pretty doggone good. We pioneered stuff that nobody else was doing. We were the third one in the nation to go to all sports. WFAN in New York City started the same time I started. Mike and Mad Dog, Mike Francesa, Chris Russo are friends of mine. We all started in August of '87, and they had a tremendous run. Mike's retired. Chris is still on Sirius XM, and now he dabbles on television again.
Mm-hmm.
And WIP Philadelphia was the second one, and Extra 690 was the third all sports station in the country. And when we got on the air, we owned the West Coast. It was just tremendous. And I designed what I could do and what I thought was good. Nobody else in management designed very much. It just kind of came along, and then they found talent and they let the talent do their thing. And we were rocking and rolling for a long time. It was just a spectacular time. Very, very different right now.